I'm going to show you guys that it's not as hard as you think to build muscle to hit your protein as a vegan. I filmed everything that I ate today to hit 165 grams of protein, and these recipes are super simple. So these recipes are really easy to make, and if you want, you can bulk cook these and meal prep them. So this can be a really good meal prep video for you if you want. But essentially, it's not as hard as you think to hit your protein as a vegan. If you plan ahead, if you eat the right foods, it's not that hard. And you don't really need 165 grams of protein, but I some days I overshoot my protein, some days I don't, but I usually try to aim for around 130 to 150 grams of protein. So let's get into it. My first meal was a smoothie before gym, and this I make this pretty much every day. You get all your nutrients in, and it is really filling. Started off with around 1.5 cups of almond milk, 50 grams of soy and almond protein oats, around one and a half teaspoon of chia seeds and 1.5 teaspoons of flax seeds. I then use 30 grams of protein powder, vegan protein powder, and one large banana, which came out to 134 grams, and one serving of peanut butter, 20 grams. So as you can see, the first meal is 786 calories, 50 grams of protein, 63 grams of carbs, and 32 grams of fat. Not bad. So my second meal straight after gym is two sandwiches. One sandwich I made using a cheese slice, and I literally just put it in a sandwich grill. And the other, I toasted two pieces of bread and put one serving of the same peanut butter. And that's it. Really simple snack kind of meal. 28 grams of protein, 70 grams of carbs, and 25 grams of fat in this meal. 644 calories. And for my third meal, I use this smart protein pasta, which is really cheap. 1 can of pasta sauce, 1 can of kidney beans, and I added in a little bit of frozen spinach just to get in more vegetables. But I honestly didn't do anything. I just used the pasta sauce, which was a Bolognese sauce, and I didn't add anything else to it. I then added in the whole cooked packet of pasta, and I split this into two different meals. So I eating half of this now, which is what you're seeing now, and then the other half I'm going to put it in the fridge to eat later on. 61 grams of protein, 122 grams of carbs, and 9 grams of fat. So for my last meal, I'm just eating nut meat. Now, nut meat, I have a love-hate relationship with nut meat, but if you cook it right, it's really nice. So honestly, I just put up some water in a pan and I added in the nut meat straight away. I put some garlic and herb seasoning, just to make it taste better. And I'm cooking this on low to medium heat because I don't want it sticking too much to the pan because I'm just using water. I didn't add it in a bunch of moringa, which is like it's spinach. It's the leaves from a drumstick tree that we have outside. So this is straight from our backyard, and it's supposed to be really good for you. So I added that in, just to add in more flavor, vegetables, greens, because as you know, I really struggle eating my greens. So this is one way that any way that I can sneak in more vegetables, I'm gonna try and sneak in more vegetables. So nut meat is super high in protein, and it's made from gluten and peanuts and water, and that's essentially it. I don't know how they make it, but it's super high in protein and I love it. I've been eating nut meat since pretty much I went vegan, and it's so high in protein. It's so easy to hit my protein goals with nut meat. So since I used a whole can of nut meat, um, I am splitting a whole can into four different serves. So I am instead of measuring it out, I'm honestly just flattening it out and then dividing it by four in the pan itself because that's all you need as long as it's approximate. 27 grams of protein, 2 grams of carbs, and 11 grams of fat. And I just put some Frank's hot sauce on top. And that was a really nice last meal just to get in that extra protein boost from the nuts. So, as you saw, 4 meals, 4 really easy meals. I didn't spend too much time cooking anything, and I ended up hitting 165 grams of protein. I hit 259 grams of carbs, 58 grams of fiber, and 79 grams of fat, and of course, 165 grams of protein. Now, for me, this is a really good day. And in total, I ended up hitting 2,500 calories. 2,500 calories, which is what I'm trying to hit right now. I know a few weeks ago I was hitting around 26 to 2,700, but I sort of plateaued in my weight loss. So I've lowered my calories by just a little bit, just to give myself some pushing, some boost, some fat loss boost. But only lower your calories if you have a plateau. But that's it, guys. As you saw, it's really not that hard to hit your protein, to have some good food. You don't have to spend too much time in the kitchen. Of course, you still have to cook. It's not that easy, but it's cooking is really minimal. It's literally just takes a few minutes to cook, heat up, and all of these meals are super easy, super cheap as well. Everything that I ate today, I buy from my local grocery store, and it is super cheap, especially nut meat. A can of nut meat is $3, which is insane. $3 Australian for so much protein. And I think there's like almost 100 grams of protein in a can of nut meat. But there you go. I hope you guys learned from this. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to answer them. If you like this, if you learned anything from this, please consider subscribing, hit the like button. It really helps my channel out. And leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.